listen, here's the deal. Let me put this away so it doesn't. So we're going to learn some stuff. We're going to make, who's ever had waffles and ice cream?
All right. Had them together.
You never had them together? So I figured you guys, some of you guys are not from around here. I figured we'd do a beach kind of treat thing. So we're going to make waffles and ice cream. We will then go to the beach. We have a bunch of stuff we can bring. We have a stunt kite. We have the highlight thing. Or scoop ball. Who's ever played that? Yeah? All right. We have a football, so we'll do that. And then we'll come back for a little bit and just hang out. If you guys don't want waffles and ice cream, totally fine. You can still, you can still help make it. All right. So, guys, who felt a little bit nervous about coming this morning? Yeah. You know what, guys? Whenever I do this, and like I didn't do this last year, so this is like the first time in 2 years I'm doing this. I always feel nervous the night before. You know why? Because whenever we're in a new situation and we're around new kids we never met before, it's a little uncomfortable, right? Even when you're an adult and you're around new people, it's a little uncomfortable. All right. So one of the things, guys, I want to show you is that. Hold on. What kind of shape is that, Zach? Curve?
Curve,
yeah. Guys, here's the deal. No feeling lasts forever, right? Feelings kind of come up, and then they start to go down. They get to kind of the top, and then they go down. So when we're in a new situation and we're uncomfortable because we're around kids we don't know, that feeling kind of goes up, probably right before you came in here, or right when you got here, it was kind of at the top, and then hopefully it's going down, okay? And the more you're here, guys, and the more you talk to the other kids, it'll start to go down. All right, and guys, this is going to be for the rest of your life. It's always a little bit uncomfortable meeting new people sometimes. So how do we make it more comfortable when we're in a new situation around kids we never met before? What should we do?
Talk to them.
All right, so Zach, what do you talk to new kids about who you never met before, who don't go to your school?
What do they do for fun?
What do they do for fun?
And get to know them better.
Okay, so that's not a bad answer. What I want to ask you, Zach, I'm gonna question you a little bit on this. So if I said to you, if you said to me, all right, and if I was in 7th grade, if you said, what do you do for fun? I might say, like, I don't know, like, because I might not be sure how to answer it. Not that it's a bad question, right? So what's another way we can ask kind of more specifically to kind of get to know somebody?
If you play sports.
What's that?
If you play sports.
Sam said, do you play any sports? Yeah, that's a good one. How about, what's something that most guys your age are into? Mac?
Cars.
Cars?
Oh,
a lot, not everyone. Who's into cars?
That's my favorite thing on earth.
Yeah? Okay. So you know what, Mac? That's a good question. You can ask if they're into cars. What's something that's almost guaranteed that guys your age will be into? James?
Video games.
Video games? Yeah. So what could you ask, like, when you're around new kids, James, to kind of get to know them?
What type of video games do you play?
Or you can just say, what games do you play?
Or if you play any.
Okay. What are the chances, Scott, that everyone here plays video games, would you say?
Probably pretty high.
Probably, yeah. Not everyone, maybe pretty high. Anybody not into video games here? All right, so pretty high, right. How about, what is something else that most kids your age do?
Hang out with friends, maybe.
Hang out with friends? Okay, I'm thinking about like a common interest, Zach. So, I mean, that is a common interest, but I'm thinking about something else. I'll give you a hint. I have a channel.
YouTube?
Yeah. Anybody here not into YouTube? All right. Mason, would you have weird thoughts about me if I asked you what YouTubers you were into?
No.
No? James, how about you?
No.
Okay. So I think that's an okay question. So guys, we can kind of assume when we're around other guys our age that they're probably going to be into video games to some extent. They're probably going to be into YouTube and have favorite YouTubers. All right. Like Max said, they might be into cars. We're having interest in cars. Sam said, they might, be into sports. So those are all good questions you can ask someone. Okay. What would be a question to ask somebody to get to know them that might kind of give them weird thoughts, or what I call cringy thoughts? How about this? How about Zach? If I said, Zach, how much money do you have in the bank? Is that kind of a weird question the first time you're meeting somebody? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. James, how about if I said, who at your school do you hate?
That's kind of cringy.
Yeah, that is kind of cringy. Because one, I don't know anybody at your school, and you know, kind of like, why would you hate anybody, right? All right, what else would kind of give somebody else cringy thoughts that you might ask them? How about this? How about if we just kind of, like, let's say I'm really into, Zach, give me a YouTuber you like.
MMG, Madden YouTuber.
Who is it?
MMG.
MMG? What's his channel?
It's about Madden and video game. Madden. It's a football game.
Oh, it's a Madden channel. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sam, or not Sam, maybe pick somebody else. Scott, if I just started talking to you about, you know, like a Madden channel I'm into, or like the channel Zach's into, and I didn't ask you if you even played Madden, but I just kept talking to you about it, would you start to have kind of weird thoughts about me?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, to some extent, I wouldn't, I wouldn't, I don't know.
Well, would it be kind of, you might start having weird thoughts out because I'm just talking at you about something, I'm having a one-way conversation with you about something I'm interested, but I didn't even ask if you're interested? Yeah? Okay. All right. So guys, one of the things we're not going to talk about it today, but we'll talk about is that, you know, next time, is that in every situation in life, guys, when we're around other people, they're having thoughts about us and we're having thoughts about them.